Hello, hello, my darlings. How is everyone doing? I'm so glad you all could be here. We got to be a little bit messy today on this live, okay? We need to get into a bit of a mess. We need to get into a little bit of a drag. We won't be too long because I know it's very late for some of you guys in the time zones that you're in. And well, we got some things to talk about here. All right, because there is something sick about someone who continues harassing people who are deceased. There is something very wrong with someone who continues to constantly, make fun of someone, try and trash their legacy, and just overall just be terrible people at the end of the day. They think that if they do things that basically connect them to a certain individual, that they will, have some kind of clout or something. But in my opinion, when an individual like Meghan Markle, who we all know has harassed the hell out of the royal family, continues to harass them by doing stupid little things, by, wearing outfits that have the lily of the valley, which we all know is the Queen's favorite flower, or was her favorite flower. It was one of the flowers that was in her coronation bouquet. But as you guys are coming into the chat, we're going to get into this. I just wanted to show you guys a hilarious video that I can't stop laughing at. They always say that women live longer lives than men, and there is a reason for that being said. Let me show you this. Hold on. I got to kill the sound here or I'm going to get into trouble. I sent this earlier to my mods. I couldn't stop laughing at this. This guy, I think he's drunk. This is nighttime. He could be leaving the bar or something like that. I can't play the sound because there's a lot of cussing in it. But look at this. He's dealing with federal agents in front of him. This is in DC. And just watch. He's got Subway sandwiches in his hands. Let me see if I can play the sound. Maybe just turn it down a little bit. Okay, ready? Listen to this. This is wild, okay?
Motherfucker!
Oh. He smacked him with that sandwich and ran for it. That is wild. Look, there's a reason why women live longer, okay? Look at this. This is wild. I've watched this over 20 times already, and I can't stop laughing for some strange reason. Yeah, he's a complete moron. He's a complete moron because you know why? Apparently, assaulting a federal agent can land you 8 years in prison. I didn't know that. I had to look that up. But look at this. Just take that. What a waste of a foot long, okay? That's a waste of a good 12 inches right there. Even with the sandwich. Yeah, this is wild. I mean, you're going to get a record now for that. I mean, maybe it depends on the judge that you get. Maybe they can be lenient, but I don't know. This is a federal agent. You're in DC. You're going to get into trouble for this. What a way to get a record, hey? What do you got a record for? Oh, I threw a Subway sandwich at a federal agent and booked it down the street. Yeah, they did catch him. But I'm going to follow up on this story. When a submarine hits you, it hurts. It is better with the sound, but there is the cussing in it. But here, let's play it once more with the sound, and then we'll get on with today's topic. Okay. You literally, let me turn it up because you hear the sandwich thud against the guy's chest. Listen closely, okay? Listen to this. Did you hear that right there? Listen, I'll shut up and I'll let it go. You literally hear it thud against the rest of the foot. Oh, that was good. I had to show you guys this before we kick things off here. I just couldn't look. You guys are going off in the chat here. Thud. You literally hear it. It's hilarious. I love it. Yeah, I can't stop laughing. My face literally hurts. I can watch that over. I'm probably gonna get off of this after the live and go and watch it again a couple times. I had to drink some water here, but let's get into today's story, okay? Because there is something that, I'm the type of person where I've said I don't hate Meghan Markle. I find her interesting. I find her behavior interesting. I find what she has done to the royal family interesting. I basically think that she is a charlatan. She is a con artist. Bill Simmons from Spotify said it best when he called her a lazy effing grifter. And Meghan will always, I know she likes to cosplay and pretend that she is a joyful person who likes to take care of others and show others in many different ways how much she cares about them. When in reality, we have seen the real Meghan Markle. We have all seen that she is the type of person who takes and takes and takes and will never ever be satisfied no matter what, because, well, we have seen it through her behavior. Let me show you guys here and remind you exactly who Meghan Markle is. This is why the public will never, ever like Meghan Markle. She can pretend to be a compassionate, caring individual, but the fact that you don't call your own father, we've seen what you've done to, Harry is an idiot for allowing you to manipulate him into throwing the knife into his family's back. But here we are. You have done that. You have whisked him away to think that, yes, he is the spare. He hasn't been treated well by his family, and you've brought out that inner hatred for him that the royal family had suppressed by giving him medication. Because you all remember when Harry and Meghan started dating, one of the rules pardon me, one of the things was Harry had to stop his prescription medication. She did not like him taking it, and he had to stop taking it cold turkey. If you are on some sort of prescription medication, you cannot stop taking it cold turkey. You have to wean off. And at the end of the day, that stuff was helping Harry. Liz Catfan, I saw that you had injured your wrist. I hope it gets better soon. I saw that Private Notes is also still in the hospital. My prayers go out for a quick recovery for the both of you. But Liz Catfan says, you're so right, Molly. People say she's never punished, but she's always unhappy. So is he. And they're still married to each other. They will always be married to each other. Many people are saying, oh, the divorce is coming, but these two cannot get anyone besides one another. They deserve one another. I don't think Meghan can ever get anyone else. No billionaire will go after her because, well, I'm not trying to, be sexist in any way or anything, but there's a lot of gorgeous young women who would want aged out Meg. She's too old for a billionaire. I know she tried, she wanted the Lauren Sanchez, or even maybe what Georgina got from Cristiano Ronaldo from their engagement, that big, massive Easter egg looking engagement ring. But no, she went for the idiot bum who had nothing to himself. But because he was a prince, she thought he was someone special. But this is what Meghan will.
How do you explain that you bow to your grandmother and that you will need to curtsey?
You idiot. I can't believe Harry said this. How do you explain to an American that you bow to your grandmother? I thought Meghan was supposed to be smart. I thought, as Meghan says in her Netflix special, I love to learn things. Anyone with half a brain cell would know that you need to curtsy to the Queen.
How do you explain that you bow to your grandmother and that you will need to curtsey, especially to American? That's weird.
Now I'm starting to realize this is a big deal. Americans will understand this. We have medieval times, dinner and tournament. It was like that. I curtsied as though I was
Wench. Wench. You putz. The thing that pisses me off here is that Harry, you can tell Harry is annoyed at this, but look at the smile on his face. Look at the smirk on his face. He knows this is wrong, but he is happy that Meghan is doing this and it's not him that's doing it. Regardless, people may say, oh, look at his face. He is disgusted by this. No, he really isn't disgusted by it because look at the smirk on his face. It is a giveaway to his real actions. And look at this, absolutely smiling. He's joyful that Meghan is mocking, curtsying, which is something that is done to the Queen. Right? This is something that Meghan now has children in third world countries like Colombia and Nigeria curtsy to her. But when she wanted, the crazy thing is that Meghan had wanted this released when the Queen was still alive. Thankfully, the Queen passed away, so she couldn't see this. But Harry is a wanker for allowing this. This is why I will never give Harry a pass. I know a lot of people say, well, Meghan has a lot to do with this. No, Harry's always been a jerk. Meghan was just the one who brought it out and into the public and exposed him for who he is. That's all. And I will always give her the credit for that because the royal family tried hard to change the perception of what kind of asshole he truly is. But this is what Meghan will always be known for, okay? So what do I notice? With the new trailer of Meghan's as, With Love Meghan, right? I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean because I don't think Meghan would know what love is if it smacked her in the face. I think the only person Meghan has any feelings for has always been Marcus Anderson and maybe Trevor. But at the end of the day, never Harry. You know Meghan Markle never loved Harry. I've always told you guys this. But look at this. This caught my eye when I saw Meghan. You know, she always wants to pretend like she is the rich bitch now. She's the head bitch in charge. But Meghan wants to pretend like, let me say this first. Wasn't Omid Scobie taking a crackpot shot at Catherine and calling her a Stepford wife? And Meghan was always telling the story of women don't belong in the kitchen. Boys made this comment, like, which was complete bullshit. Like, that's where women belong. Yeah, in the kitchen. And that made me angry. And now your whole shtick is being in the kitchen dressed like a Stepford wife. Now here, Meghan Markle is wearing a last season Carolina Herrera dress, which is clearly a couple sizes too tight for her. It is tight in the bodice. You can see the fabric is pulling. I don't know why this woman thinks that she has the figure of a model of Catherine. She doesn't have a waist. And when she wears dresses like this, it accentuates her boxy shape even more. Now, a lot of people were speculating Meghan Markle got a nose job. I don't know if Meghan Markle got a nose job because many of us know that you can put fillers into your nose to give it the appearance of a nose job without a nose job, right? Now, the thing that caught my eye, and you guys know I'm very observant, this was from last season. You can find it on a lot of sites for more than half off, half the price. But this is the thing here. What caught my attention were these flowers. And these are lilies of the valleys. These are the Queen's favorite flowers. You're trying to tell me that Meghan Markle doesn't know what she's doing by wearing something like this? Now, the thing is that she is so desperate to have a connection to the royal family to remind us, oh, she's connected to the Queen. Or, oh, maybe this is like maybe it's a thing for her daughter because she named her daughter Lilibet and these are lilies of the valley and some BS like this. Like she'll claim it's like, oh, me giving like a loving shout out to my phantom hostage daughter that doesn't even exist and we are supposed to believe that exists. But here's the thing. I'm grossed out by this completely. I think it's absolutely psychotic. In my opinion, she knows what she was doing because look at this. You're trying to tell me, first of all, we all know that Meghan has always studied the royal family, everything about them. The Queen Oh, she was so young and so beautiful here. Even that coronation dress, that dress is just spectacular. But her coronation bouquet here had lilies of the valley. They had a special meaning to her. And basically, it's always like Meghan is doing something to take the piss out of someone, to like throw shots at them, to make it feel like why act like you are still connected to the royal family when Meghan has done nothing but basically mock and disrespect the royal family? She mocked the respect of curtsying to the queen. She mocked all the traditions of the monarchy. This stupid broad claimed that she was going to modernize the monarchy. This is the woman who would give BJs on 90210, who never made it past opening briefcases and taking her clothes off in suits. And yet this raggedy trollop, this charlatan that Harry brought into the royal family, thinks that she could modernize the royal family. Yes, she walked ahead of the queen. I have that video for you guys here also. Let me grab that up. I'm glad you mentioned that, Denise. Thank you. She walked in front of the queen twice that day. Remember? Twice, not once. Dos, tres, twice. Let me pull it up here. I have it for you guys. I always make sure I come with receipts to show you guys. This was earlier, and look, you can see the aides were trying to stop her because they could see she was going around the queen. When in fact, we all seen Catherine, you walked behind her. Meghan was trying to walk shoulder to shoulder. This was when the queen told her to wear a hat too, and nope, she didn't want to. The thing is also, Meghan was told to wear, because they're going to a British town and visiting somewhere. I forget where they were visiting here. Maybe you guys can remind me in the chat. Cheltenham or something, I think it was. I can't remember. But Meghan was asked to wear a British designer, right? And what does she show up in? This is a French designer. This is Givenchy. Absolutely disrespectful. At every moment, she would basically turn her nose up and show disrespect and contempt towards the very family that is giving her this platform. Because look, they try and stop her. The aide comes and tells her, and watch Meghan's face. She said, yeah, okay. Annoyed. Yeah, okay. And still goes ahead. The queen's rushed ahead. This wench. And not only that, wasn't the only time. That wasn't the only time. Let me show you here. Again, when they were going into the vehicle, she barged ahead of the queen so she could sit on the side with all the photographers and all the people that were taking photos that really wanted to get a picture of the queen, but Meghan had to barge ahead of her. See, Meghan was going to go around, but they said, no, you enter from this way. And instead of waiting and letting the queen enter, I actually pulled up, I found the image from the other, hold on, let me pull it up for you guys because you guys know I always have the photos. I found the image of when they did get into the car, into the vehicle, and it will show you exactly why Meghan wanted to sit on that side. And I've mentioned this, and people have said, nah, you mole, you're just making things up here. You don't know what you're saying. But let me see if I can find the photo in my Rolodex of images here. You guys know I have tons and tons of photos for days that just go on. Never ends. It's wild. Let me see if I can find it. It is. If I can't, I can always share it in my community tab for you guys to check out later also, because I'm not going to make you guys wait here. Oh, Monster is starting to dream. You might hear him barking in the background here. He is in the middle of a dream. Let's see. We'll start. Let's see if I can find this. I'm having a hard time finding this image. So you know what? I'm not going to keep you guys waiting. I'm going to find it and I will share the image on my community tab and show you guys exactly why Meghan barged ahead of the Queen. Oh, Buzz Lightyear. I mean, Jamie Kern Lightyear. Jamie Kern Lima. Yikes. Can't believe I came up to her image. That was scary. Okay, yeah, I will try and find it for you guys and I will post it because it's not here in my Rolodex, so it's much further down in the photos. Guys, this is bad. This is bad behavior. I mean, you couldn't let the thing that is disgusting in my opinion is the fact that Meghan and Harry did everything that they could to make the Queen's final years an absolute nightmare, to bring on the most stress as they could. I don't know if you guys noticed. Let me show you guys this. Did you guys notice that during the Queen's funeral, the Duchess of Edinburgh had this coat made with custom lily. It was embroidered with lily of the valleys here. She's worn it for a couple Remembrance Day services also. But yeah, do you see? There was quite the significance here. But what was I saying? So the fact that, in my opinion, that Meghan goes as far as, her and Harry tortured the Queen. Megyn Kelly takes it as far as saying, and she has said it multiple times, that Meghan Markle killed the Queen. And in my opinion, she did. She brought more stress into her life than possible. And then you want to do stupid things like this, like wear a dress that's, first of all, way overpriced. Nobody is in a garden with a $3,000 dress on, okay? If you have ever been around wealthy people, they do not garden in $3,000 outfits. I don't know in what kind of odd space of reality Meghan Markle is living in, but when I have had, I don't know, I've seen wealthy people garden in their massive homes. And what are they wearing? Just like torn sweatpants or like jogging pants, jogging sweats, shorts, Crocs. They got gardening gloves. They are not wearing gowns to garden in. Like Meghan lives in this odd reality where she thinks that she is, I don't know, some sort of, like I said, rich bitch, but she's not. She's a classless charlatan. She is a fraud, a raggedy trollop. She is nothing but a scallywag. Heinz Homestead says, I also do my chicken chores in my 3K prom gown. You know what? You know what? We should just start doing our chores in like our finest. The funny thing part, okay, let me tell you this. As a person who has made like clay sculptures before, let me tell you, you are not wearing brand new blue jeans and like a collar shirt and have your rings on and everything when you're throwing clay and shaping it. You do not do that. She just comes off looking like so stupid. And people say like, oh, Mole, you're just jealous. No, I'm not jealous of an idiot. I'm not jealous of someone who looks like an absolute fool. This is why no one can take Meghan Markle seriously. I would take her more seriously if she were, wearing a pair of Lululemon jogging pants or whatever. You want to wear a pair of like Ted Baker sweatpants because now you don't wear pants less than $1,000. Go ahead, wear a pair of Ted Baker sweatpants and like throw your hair up in a bun, throw on some gardening gloves. For goodness sake, get some like kitchen utensils like tongs or something, because this is why people don't find her authentic. And then she keeps taking little digs like this. You think people aren't going to catch on that these are lilies of the valleys and the Queen's favorite flowers? Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. There was an image by Princess Carparkle earlier. Let me show this image to you guys, and then we're going to wrap it up because I'm getting tired here. This mommy is exhausted. But let me show you this here because let me find it. Where did I share it? Let me see. So this image here is of Meghan Markle helping toss some salad. And we all know Meghan does have a history of tossing salad. I'm going to have to put together some clips and make that into a short video just to, have it in the Rolodex. But here, Meghan, obviously, we can tell that she doesn't enjoy cooking. She doesn't enjoy other people telling her what to do. And of course, she got her big, scraggly paws in here. Everyone's got their hands in their food and everything. Like, bleh. I would not eat anything served by these people because, number one, this is disgusting. I'm sorry, this is gross. But let me play the clip for you.
What I want to make, the things I want to.
And the way she just throws the salad, look at her face. You can tell, like, she is hating this. Absolutely. Like, this is your bitchiest face. This is a face that Meghan has all the time. This is someone who is always unhappy. But the way that she plopped the salad onto the plate.
What I want to make, the things I want to.
Like, the way she just throws it.
What I want to make.
It's like a bunch of turds. Here you go. Take these turds from this bowl and throw it into this platter that you're mixing around. And there again, we have this stupid ring that she had on while throwing clay also while trying to do some pottery. I mean, it is ridiculous. It is absolutely, I could definitely drag her for days. This is absolutely, nobody does this. But the way that she serves up the food, like, here, peasant, take this fucking lettuce and shove it down your throat. I don't give a shit. That's the vibes that I get from this.
Things I want to.
Look at that. Just plit, just dump it right on the plate. Take this shit. I don't want it. I don't even want to be serving
What
you.
I want to make, or things I
I
want to.
don't do this shit in real life. I have people serve me in real life. I don't even like this Susie homemaker crap. I don't cook. I pay for people now. My stupid husband pays for it now. I can't help it. I can't help it. I mean, so far, the show is absolutely ridiculous, in my opinion. She cannot hide it. And that is the true Meghan Markle. The fact that that is the real her. The bitchy Meghan Markle, the one who is never happy, the one who, despite doing what she wants, and these are her ideas, she will never be satisfied. And that is because she doesn't know who she is as a person. She has no personality of her own. She's always copying people. She's always trying to mimic someone. Now she's trying to be an American royal when there's no such thing. In reality, she's nothing but a flop. Thank you, Private Notes, for the super sticker, by the way. Thank you. That's very kind and generous of you. I bet Charles still gives them money. I wouldn't doubt it for a second. Not at all. Not at all. Let me show you guys this clip also because I can't. Like, you guys know I cook and I cook often, and maybe I should let me just show you this one thing. But this is just Meghan Hygiene 101 is not up to snuff. Meghan wants to claim, she put this up on her Ask Ever IG page, claiming that the Ask Ever team is getting creative in the kitchen with our shortbread cookie mix. Number one, there is no effing way you could tell me a professional team of bakers and individuals put this together. I'm sorry, this looks like some shit Meghan Markle put together. Okay. And number two, look at how dirty this pan is. She couldn't get like a brand new pan. Production didn't have $15 to spend on a new cookie sheet because this greased up pan has been used for a long time. And look, some of the cookies aren't even on the parchment paper. How's that for, having a great attention to detail? I can't. This is just bleh. This is supposed to be appetizing to your customers. This is gross. This is absolutely disgusting. How the heck did she get an acting job? Well, through her father, through Trevor. Now she's getting these positions because of Harry. Trust me, you think any of these people would be paying attention to Meghan Markle if she didn't marry Harry? Nobody would. No one at all. Sorry, Katie. My apologies. I slipped up with the links today. Are they trying to make it look rustic and homey because it looks amateur and unclean? It's amateur and unclean just like Meghan, okay? Because she is amateur and unclean. And on that note, I'm going to get the hell out of here before I say something and make everyone throw up. I think we should end here. Anyways, my darlings, I'm going to get going, but I wanted to just jump on here, and maybe I was looking too much into it, but I feel like Meghan is taking digs at the royal family when she does stupid things like wear clothing that has the Queen's favorite flowers on it, when the whole time when she was a royal member for her short stint, she did everything to, flounce the rules, not pay attention, do everything to piss everyone off. But anyways, darlings, I just wanted to get on here and rant a little bit. And yeah, I think I got that out of my system now. I'm going to get out of here. I'm glad you all could join me. I'm so glad you all could be here. Look, Liz Catfan, it truly feels like Meghan Markle is playing like pretend dress up, but with Netflix money, right? That's what it feels like. And those stupid flower sprinkles, ew. I know. I would never. It just disgusting. Makes me want to hurl. Anyways, my darlings, I love you all so much. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, mods, for doing your work for me always. Thank you for volunteering your time. I appreciate you all. But my darlings, I'm going to get going, and I will talk to you all later. Toodaloo. Bye.